Engage.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Winners Don't Use Drugs, presented by Engage Gaming, episode 97. I'm Darius, here with continuously 85% Nolan.
Yes.
Okay. And then the total Zakich. How we doing?
I'm here.
There we go. Sporting some nice TMNT merch. Y'all can't see it, but, you know, he's got the OG edition snapback on. He's a cool guy today. So that means we're going to talk about turtle stuff, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got new movie just came out. Zach seen it. We hadn't. Nolan, he said the theater seats he can't really do right now. I just made that up right now on the spot.
Just about any seat I can't do right now, but yeah.
Thoughts on the movie, Zach?
It's good. The art direction is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It looked really good. The story was probably the weakest part of the whole movie, but it doesn't ruin it or anything. There's humor for kids and adults in there.
Yeah,
obviously.
I seen a couple of scenes where I'm like, oh yeah, this is
Like
this is
there's
good
one
stuff.
point I think Rocksteady says he's aroused.
yeah. There we go. Turn it up a notch.
Wow.
But it's definitely going to set up for a second one. So
I'm with that. Let's get as many turtle projects out at the same time as possible. They're doing the Last Ronin game. Did they say they were doing the Last Ronin movie?
I
Did I
don't
not see that right?
I don't recall.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
I honestly think it'd be a better movie than a game, but I'll take whatever.
Yeah. Whatever.
So-
I still can't envision what the game's gonna look like based off of the story.
Nolan, did you start reading it yet?
No, I never got the book.
Got to bring it back up here so Nolan can get it.
Yeah.
So it can sit up here for another month.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna take it.
The last time I was here and it was there, I had every intention of picking it up, but by the time we got done with the work that we were doing, I totally forgot. I think it's when we were doing inventory, actually.
Oh, that would have definitely made you leave immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I had
wasn't-
every intention. In fact, at one point, I meant to go back there and get it and put it in my bag, and I just didn't get it.
I think you grabbed it from the bag and put it on the table. I think that's where you left it.
It was on the
No,
little counter back there.
It was never touched.
Oh.
It was
I saw
neglected.
it, and I was like, "Oh, dang it! I meant to get this last time. You know what? I'm gonna make sure to grab it before I leave." And
Well, he bring it back up here. I'm gonna just take it before you get a chance to get it. So
I understand, but
got new DLC for the Shredder's Revenge. Or
When's it
new-
supposed to be out?
They don't give
dang
dates,
it, I
man.
forgot the. Yeah, did they say it? I think there's a date for it.
Is it?
I think
'Cause-
next month.
Okay,
I
'cause
think.
They showed like 7 trailers and none of them had dates. They were just
Yeah.
like, it's coming,
Yeah.
which is fine. I mean, that's kind of how Shredder's Revenge ended up going. It was like,
Oh well, yeah.
hey man, we almost completely confident in it, but not really. So wait a little bit longer.
Yep. So
We got Usagi and Karai. I like she's got the stance like the TMNT fighting game. Is that the same stance she had in there?
Talking about tournament fighters?
Yeah.
I only played
Or
the SNES
mashup.
game, and she wasn't in that one.
She's in the Sega, right?
Maybe.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
because
sure
they had
she's-
different characters.
Yeah,
didn't they?
especially she's a Sega version. I want to say she's still like that in the fighting game, but maybe I'm just overexcited.
Maybe they've been. 'cause,
Didn't
I
they
mean, she
make
wasn't-
one like a platform fighter not too long ago? When I say not too long ago, like in
Yeah.
the Wii era.
It was like the Wii. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I remember.
I still consider the Wii like
It ain't that long ago, man.
Yeah,
Don't
but
try
it
to make me
is.
feel old. Yeah, it just happened a little bit ago.
Mm-hmm. But no, it looks cool though. And I was like, oh, they're putting Karai in it, so that's cool.
What I still need to see, I know it's not the same game, and we'll go back to more turtle stuff. But so what is happening with Metal Slug Tactics?
I don't know.
Like they've just never said anything ever again.
It must be the same thing that this game went through. It's just like, hey, we're making this cool game and it'll be out soon, and then nothing.
No, because this got trailers. This got trailers of stuff.
Yeah.
Metal Slug got that one announcement thing.
It's
and it
got
was
a
just
few
like-
and far between trailers though.
I mean, it's like we're looking at like 2 years now with nothing.
Nothing.
I think some of these, like, I know this isn't a remake per se, but it's sort of like a reimagining, I guess you can call it. But I think they go into these projects thinking, "Oh, this is gonna be really easy. We have something to base it off of," and the groundwork doesn't seem too hard. And then in development, they just come across something that just puts them behind 6 months or so.
Yeah, oh yeah, I could definitely understand, especially with the type of let's say like the level of respect that they seem to have for these properties.
Yeah,
like they really don't want to do a bad job. So anything that could negatively impact the gameplay or the final product, it seems like they just take really serious, which I get and I appreciate it because, like, you know, Streets of Rage 4 was incredible. This is great. Like, this is getting DLC. Streets of Rage got DLC to the point where I see other games that kind of follow this formula, and I'm like, man, I hope y'all do as good of a job as they have, because, like, I ain't got a chance to even touch the Double Dragon game, which I want to, but if it isn't as, like, if I don't feel like I'm getting the same amount out of that game as I did like Streets of Rage 4, I'm gonna be like, I don't really want other people doing this stuff.
Well, the Double Dragon, quality wise, now it could be actually really high quality and have a lot of stuff in it, but as far as the looks of it,
yeah,
it doesn't look like this or Streets of Rage or Battletoads.
Yeah, Battletoads too. Yeah,
it still has that pixel like Super NES type graphics, and it's just like,
well, it's like it's
we're in 2023 now. I don't get me wrong, I appreciate the old style pixelated graphics, but at the same time, it's like all these beat 'em ups are getting kind of like remastered, reimagined, and you kind of like just did the same thing.
Well, that, and you also have stuff like River City Girls where it looks really, really good. It's almost like they like, oh, you guys didn't get anywhere near whatever the budget was to make these other games. And that kind of sucks because, again, then you end up not getting as much as you can out of it. And I don't know. I don't want anybody touching these old properties if they're not gonna do like this with it.
I don't know. I think with the Double Dragon game, I think they wanted to try to stay as
pixelated as possible.
Yeah, because I mean, there's been a lot of remakes of that game.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Like, I know
there's been like Double Dragon Neo, and
yeah, I was just, that's first thing ones I thought about was the Neo one.
Oh, what was the one right before that one? And I remember wondering, it's like, how are there so many Double Dragon games, and some of them seem to come out like one right behind the other, and that's because Arc System Works owns it now. But they don't make.
Are they just whoring it out?
Yeah.
You can just pay the license.
Companies come and just pay for the rights to make the game, and then they make the game. So that's why they're all seemingly so different, and seemingly so many of them. But I haven't heard great things about the newest one actually.
You haven't heard?
No. Like a lot of
come on, man.
Not like it actually.
Is this a new stage?
Yeah, this is the Dimension X stuff.
This is
survival mode.
Yeah.
They did. So like they did a similar thing with Streets of Rage, where they put a survival mode and you basically like get like perks or bonuses depending on which path you take.
Yeah.
This looks cool.
Yeah. It was really fun in Streets of Rage. You end up fighting a lot of bosses, and some of the, at least for Streets of Rage, the bosses got like extra moves and stuff during.
Wait, you can play as Shredder?
So they're fighting against him.
I think
no, it had player one
power up.
Oh,
that'll turn you into one of the boss characters from the game.
Because Leo is not on the screen; he's on the health bar.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Is this the I Dine on Turtle Soup Shredder? Because that's the one I want. I want an eye laser. No, I want an eye laser and turn you into a little turtle and then have you put a quarter in. I want the Foot Clan to have to put a quarter in. That's pretty cool. Wonder what all other bosses they let you turn into.
I've seen Shredder and Bebop.
Ooh.
So
I want to get Rocksteady and just do that little sidekick over and over.
Is this like a rooms thing where you kind of like, almost like a roguelite?
Yeah, it's supposed to like randomize every time you go through it. At least if it's like the Streets of Rage version where you can put like different parameters on it too. Or you can start on at X difficulty and all that stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be cool. And you said it's probably coming out next month.
I think so.
I'm going to hold you to that.
Go for it. The Triceratons.
I had one of those toys. It wasn't Zorax. We didn't get that edition. We got one of the grunts.
Can't afford the.
Yeah, Captain Zorax is a little extra. We get one of these. I used to think them things were so cool, like, hey, dinosaurs. but they be fighting the turtle world.
There's what's his name in the background there? Hamato Yoshi.
Is that Splinter's Master?
Yoshi. Or Splinter, depending on which version.
I like the version where he's still a rat, but he's in the cage doing the moves for some reason.
Talking about from the movie?
Yeah.
Which was based on the comic, so the original comic.
Yeah, they keep changing his origin, like depending on what media you're following.
Mm-hmm. It's like everybody does it a little different.
Does make it just slightly convoluted.
Oh yeah, because the movie they go through the origin and
Yeah,
it's completely different than all the other ones. But yeah,
just terrible voting. Get the power thing every time. Don't get the crystals.
Is there any other new things in the DLC?
The ability to change
colors
and like outfits and stuff for the characters, but besides that, pretty much just 2 new playable characters and this survival mode.
Are they adding? They're not adding anything to the story.
Not that I know of.
Yeah, it's very similar to
until the stuff
Rage.
that they showed this past week. I didn't even think the new characters were playable in the arcade mode, and I'm not sure if it's only arcade mode or also story mode. So, but I don't know. I'll probably still get it either way.
I still need to buy the game because I played it through Game Pass, and
it's still there.
It's still on Game Pass, yeah.
Oh, that's right, because they said they were going to take it off.
Bro, supposed to came off at the end of July, and then they was just
and then all of a sudden they were like,
"Hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
It's still here."
They probably renewed the license or whatever.
They probably thought, well, we might be good to have everybody play it, and then still have it and buy the DLC because they want to play it.
Yeah, you sell the DLC.
I mean, I bought it on the Switch. I got the cartridge for the Switch.
Nice.
And I still go back and play it on Game Pass every now and then.
They made a cartridge version for this one?
Yeah.
Like limited run?
Mm-hmm.
Not through limited run, but just like a short.
It was actually them, yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. I don't know if anybody else did after, because a lot of times the first company that does it, there's so many companies that do that now. And I've got most of them saved now because all of a sudden, like, somebody will text me, usually Sam or something. It's like, hey, I got this. It's like, where'd you get that from? Oh, this place. We only do carts.com or something. it's like, how many of these places are out there?
Yeah, I thought Limited Run was like the only one that got to do it.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 of them.
I only knew of Limited Run.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 of them, like known, like named one now, but there's a bunch of them.
Well, I knew they were like the ones that were doing like their own games because I remember when we went to MomoCon, there was a booth set up. There's like a whole area where this company, their whole thing was like, yeah, we make games for the Genesis and SNES, and they're like original, properties. But they're like, we do. Basically, it's made to order. They show you like a demo of the game, and then you can say, yeah, let me get that one. So I knew of those companies, but I didn't know that they were those companies were starting to release game, like actual like limited runs of other people's games.
Yeah, because that's how I got the physical cartridge on the Switch for Streets of Rage.
Oh, really?
Because I missed the initial run on limited run, so I went to Amazon just to see if they had something, and they had it, but they were sold out. But they said it was shipping from this place, so I went to their website and they had it. I was like, oh, this is totally different when it came with like a keychain and some trading cards or something. It's pretty cool. And it was on sale, so it actually worked out really good.
Nice. There you go. You're going to play Bebop. Go crazy with it.
So, yeah, if you're ever looking for something like that, make sure to do a search and see and check more than one place because there's other places that do it. None of their names come to mind now.
Yeah, we make carts.com.
We only make carts.com.
Yeah, we only make carts. I'm sorry. I want to make sure you get your name right out there. We only make carts.com.
Doesn't exist, but yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and get that website up?
Yeah, it may not be a bad idea.
Not saying I heard this in y'all podcast. I just heard it somewhere and I decided I wanted to get that domain on lock.
What is it? We only make carts.com.
Yeah,
They're gonna actually make real carts though, like.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's not what the actual website is.
No, it's not an actual website.
Because that doesn't exist.
Yet. Go ahead and get that domain.
Uh-huh.
You still have to go through GoDaddy, or how do you get domains now?
Google.
Oh, okay.
Which apparently I just got an email the other day. They sold to
Google sold?
Yeah, they sold their domain part of their business to crap, I can't remember, but either way. So if anybody has theirs through them and you hadn't checked your emails, check your emails.
Don't say that. That's what.
I have no idea what ours is through. And I don't remember paying it for like the last few years.
It's like Squarespace or something.
Somebody's paying. I think it's them actually.
Yeah, I think it's Squarespace.
I think they're the ones that just bought it out, or they were sold to them, or whatever. I think they're going to take it over. So, but yeah, Turtles. This looks cool because there's a lot more stages. Because they basically only showed like two backgrounds in the different trailers before. So there's like a lot of the different ones. I like the comic panel one.
Yeah, and they have different stuff. Like that comic panel one had like a hole in the middle that you could fall through or throw enemies through. And you got all the nice cameos in the background and stuff.
Yeah, that's the cool part about all the backgrounds, all the cameos. They sneak in here and there.
More turtle content is always good for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. Nickelodeon seems to be, if nothing else, they're gonna give you so many versions of it, until we
there you go. End of August.
Oh,
That's
shoot.
soon.
That's next week.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that looks cool.
Got some updates about some other games. Well, we got more information about other games.
So I got something. I don't know if I'm sure Nolan remembers this game. I know you probably don't know about this game because it was PC only.
Oh, okay. Yeah, get it out of here.
And it was in the late 90s, early 2000s.
I might have heard. I couldn't play it.
Delta Force.
Yeah.
No.
They're remaking it.
Really?
There's a new one, and a teaser just got dropped.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So there's a new Delta Force coming out.
What's Delta Force? Break it down for us.
It's like Battlefield before Battlefield got real big.
It's like, Battlefield
Mixed with Call of Duty. I don't know. It was.
I don't know. It's like I always considered.
I'm in though. Whatever
Rainbow
this is.
Six, like a more Battlefieldy Rainbow Six. I don't know. That's the way I recall
a Battlefieldy Rainbow Six. I like that. I like
weird.
that idea.
Yeah,
because Rainbow Six feels always
you're in like a small squad.
Okay. Delta Force.
But then it felt like you're doing like Battlefield type missions.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, everything I've seen right here, I have no problem with any of this.
It looks good.
Yeah, because Battlefield's already lost, whatever they had for me. So
apparently THQ Nordic bought this franchise back in 2016. And I guess this is what they've been working on.
Okay.
THQ
Nordic's just they gonna keep the THQ name alive. I appreciate them. They're actually like they haven't really put out anything that's been bad.
No,
since they've just become like the only version of THQ. Oh, they got the Sovereign Wealth Fund behind them now.
The what?
When they part of that block of companies that got bought. Who owns THQ Nordic now?
Maybe, I don't know.
I feel like it's the same ones that bought into like SNK and all of that.
So which I believe is them, yeah. So no, that was Chinese.
Is that Tencent? Or
was it Tencent that got into SNK?
Somebody. I thought it was one of the sovereign. I thought it was.
But it might be the Sovereign Wealth Fund, yeah.
But whatever. I mean, THQ, like I said, THQ Nordic has been doing a really good job of, they haven't been all like super AAA games, but they've been solid. They got some solid stuff coming out.
Yeah.
And they said Gamescom, which means we may get I guess we'll get a bigger trailer.
Probably a bigger trailer, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, that makes me more excited for Gamescom because I'm starting to feel like we're just gonna get stuff that we already like
knew about.
Yeah,
this was what it's looking more and more like for Gamescom tomorrow.
Which ain't like it's not terrible. Like you can't have a bunch of super new release launch trailers or whatever.
But there might be a couple,
especially like a month after a supposedly Summer of Games E3,
exactly.
whatever.
Yeah, so it's like I get that part.
I mean, it's the end of technically the last thing for Summer of Games.
Is it technically still?
No.
Oh, that's right, because he's gonna be there, isn't he?
Well, yeah.
Summer of Games was the first week of June or whatever the fuck that was.
It's like third.
Because we haven't seen nothing since then. Don't tell me this is all summer. Get the fuck out of here. If it's all summer games, it means we're seeing shit every day, and we ain't seeing shit every day.
It's whatever the company want to show something.
What, like a week's worth of stuff?
Yeah,
I don't even know if it was a whole week. It was like 3 days.
It was like 3 or 4 days, and then it was up to everybody else to sprinkle their stuff in. There was a bunch of indie shows that didn't really even advertise. They pulled their they pulled the whole Nintendo thing, and it's like, hey guys, we're doing this thing in about 8 hours, and you want to give me a little more.
Yeah, it's like, you guys,
there was an actual Nintendo Direct that was pretty much like that too. During
it's like, you know,
almost all
you
of
guys
them
are
are these
Nintendo,
days.
right?
Oh no, we want to do the cool drop the thing out of nowhere, and that'll get us some real quick online buzz. It didn't, but you know,
No,
nobody knew you were doing something.
yeah, but no, this is the last thing. The THQ thing was what, last week before last, and now this is officially the last show of it. So yeah, the one night live is tomorrow, I believe, at 1 p.m. our time.
Yeah,
Central Time. So I think that makes it about 7 or 8 o'clock German time. So that makes sense. Prime time of the night over there.
yeah.
And I'm still looking forward to it though.
Yeah, no, we're gonna tune in.
It's just at this point, I don't think Nintendo's gonna show or even talk about a new console now, just from what we've learned about it in the interim.
What do we know?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Oh well, basically,
Sorry, we're not
word
on
is,
the cock of Nintendo like you and Steven. So.
Word is that they're aiming for a fall release next year.
So we probably have some next year.
So it'll more
Probably
likely
at VGAs, huh?
Ooh,
that would make more sense.
That's what Xbox did.
that would that would be
Right? That's what they did.
Yeah, because that would be in December. All of their
And that'd make Jeff all horned up too. So,
but yeah, so don't look like we'll probably be hearing anything major from Nintendo. It's going to be more stuff we already heard about. We'll probably see gameplay of Wonder,
yeah,
RPG.
Will they do a direct or will they just be at Gamescom?
No, they're going to be at Gamescom, and they're supposed to have their own present. So companies are going to have presentations there. Microsoft and Nintendo are the two biggest. Well, they're the two hardware developers that are going to be there. Microsoft is supposed to have a press conference, I think, of its own. I don't know if it's going to be something they're going to show throughout the week or it's just going to happen.
Sony's not going to do Spider-Man stuff?
Sony's not going to be there at all. But last year, Sony held a direct right after Gamescom, so I wouldn't be surprised if they do that again.
Your little fall state of play?
Yeah, that's more than likely what's going to happen, and they're going to show. And Spider-Man's obviously going to be the crown jewel because that's their big holiday, holiday release, and they're probably going to want to talk about Baldur's Gate, which probably would have just come out.
Baldur's Gate is supposed to be coming out the 6th, right?
Yeah, so
it comes out the same day as Starfield.
So yeah, if they end up doing,
good God.
Yeah, oh yeah, they know.
Yeah. I mean,
know
it's what they have instead of Starfield. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, if they imagine they do a state of play late next week, that would they would say, hey, we know you're about to play this Starfield game over on Xbox, but we got this Baldur's Gate thing that they won't have until next year. Yeah.
Hey.
So.
It's funny to see Sony using that to
I mean,
no, it makes a lot of sense. Like you would
especially
do
what Baldur's Gate turned into now.
Yes,
it's like up until last Thursday, it was the highest rated game of the year, but now it's on par with Tears of the Kingdom. Apparently, a not 10 review came out and knocked it down a slight peg. So now they're both, I think, sitting at a 96 or something like that.
Oh,
so
man, it's gonna make, as I said, it's gonna make the game of the year conversation.
Game of the year this year is going to be a war.
Like, how do you decide? Because I feel like
I already know what my game of the year is. I even seeing and being about to play some other stuff and everything. I already know.
You already stole Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I don't
as much as I've wanted Baldur's Gate 3. if for however many years since Baldur's Gate 2 came out, really since Icewind Dale 2, but either way, at the end of the day, for me, Tears of the Kingdom is still it's hard, but gun to my head, if I had to choose, it would be Tears of the Kingdom.
Well, I feel like because what's the year that when Ragnarok and all that stuff came out, like right back to back?
21 or 20. Was that last year?
Might have been last year.
Talking about Ragnarok?
Yeah, it's last year, right?
That was last year.
So
last year, sure was.
like a couple of games came out like right before the VGAs, and it was like, are we just doing the most recent game or like
When did Elden Ring come out?
It was last year.
Well, I mean, but what?
like February,
like the early part.
Yeah.
And it won, didn't it?
I mean, it still won almost everything. Yeah. But yeah, it was Ragnarok and that other game that keeps coming out at the wrong time.
Horizon.
Horizon.
Yeah, Horizon.
Every time it gets pushed back, and every time it comes up against something that had X not have come out, it would have been Game of the Year. But
it had Plague Tale also was in a lot of those categories and had no chance.
It was happy to be
but
there.
There wasn't that many great games last year.
Yeah, it really just turned.
It was really just like 2 or 3 with Elden Ring, God of War, and I guess you can put Horizon in that.
Yeah. Hey, maybe. Plague Tale was in that.
It
was on the list.
Plague Tale was there.
We forgot Resident Evil 4 came out this year, right?
I mentioned it last year.
Yeah,
last week.
It's just gonna be when it comes to the vote, it's gonna be like,
I forgot about that.
It did come out this year, didn't it?
Like we said last week, this year's been crazy.
Yeah,
this is the first year we've had like this since 04, 05.
Yeah,
like
it really is.
I know, so in my mind, I'm hoping Starfield exceeds my impressions of it.
Me too.
I feel like it's still gonna be at least really, really good.
Oh yeah.
But it might be great, and I hope it's great.
I mean, it's a Bethesda game, so apparently early review copies has been out for a while now, for like a week or 2.
Yeah,
and some leaks are starting to come out. So if you don't want to know the story or how certain things end or whatever, stay away from Twitter or X or whatever they call it now.
Yeah, you got to stay. You already know you got to
try to stay away from stuff because folks are putting stuff out there.
Yeah,
are they? I haven't seen anything.
I hadn't looked, but I've been hearing.
But I don't follow assholes, so
me either. But
apparently you do if you're getting spoiled on shit.
Well, no, I didn't get spoiled on anything. I'm just reading the stories of folks putting stuff out there that they're not supposed to because I think the embargo ends like next week. So anybody putting anything out there now.
It's a risk
if they can track it back to how somebody got the game, which whatever.
You guys aren't the criminal masterminds you think you are, and those
you're not getting any clout.
That and like those teams that these companies can hire to find out how it got out, they can find out how it got out. But they're good at their jobs. Don't mess up whatever your potential livelihood was, or even just your ability to have access to these things, because. Trust me, there are a lot of people who would not do that if they had access to those things.
Mm-hmm. Just saying, we're kind of in the game press now. We should be.
We get our press pass.
At least considered. But no,
I
the early word.
You'll never be able to tell me anything. Y'all know that, right? Like ever again in life.
No, but early word is that it's good.
Yeah.
It's probably the least buggy.
I believe it. When I see
I know. I'm exactly the same way. But word is that it is.
I'm expecting
tons of bugs, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I mean, game that big because even Baldur's Gate 3 had a lot of bugs that they're still trying to fix. But something like that, or like a Elder Scrolls game or a Grand Theft Auto game, you always kind of give those bugs a pass because of just the scope of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's so big they can't catch everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so as long as it's not something that just completely brings the game to a halt or something, you usually look past it.
I mean, it's the overall, what is the overall package still?
Yeah, that
you're getting. If your overall package is still great, those little things don't matter. Now, you still need to, work on them, post-launch patches and all that. Yeah. But I'm fully expecting my pre-install to mean nothing. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm not even pre-installing.
Yeah, I gotta try
the last
to do
time
it.
I pre-installed something, I ended up having to install the whole thing again anyway because it was a day one patch the size of the game.
Yeah, Bethesda stuff. So I'm expecting that this 130 something 40 gig.
It's 139.41 gigs, I think.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God.
The console version is supposed to only be like 120 for some reason.
Yeah, because I bet you it's because there's going to be stuff they're going to download.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I'm expecting that like right near when I'm supposed to be able to play it. I'm expecting the game to be like update.
Oh yeah, no.
139 point. It's the same size as the game.
Same size as the game.
It sure is. You want to play, don't you? So that's what I'm expecting.
That's why I will just wait for whenever it says that you can play it now. Download it then. I got fast internet. I'm good.
Yeah. But I mean, we got an Armored Core this week.
Yes, we do.
Big giant robots.
Yes, we do.
Another big title for me comes out this week too. I just realized.
What's
that?
Blasphemous 2.
Blasphemous 2.
Oh, was that this week?
Yes, it comes out on the 24th.
Ooh, man, that game
trying to sneak it in there.
First game was hard, man.
Hey, that's what you want, right?
That's
You want a Souls like Metroidvania, right?
I mean, not really. I found out. No, it was good though,
Yeah.
but it's like, I
Put you through the ringer, man.
I don't have time for hard games.
Luckily, one of the games I was looking forward to this month got pushed back.
What?
Quasimorph got pushed back to October.
Really? That's the tactical roguelike we was playing, right? Okay. That game was surprisingly fun, and even though it was hard, I wasn't upset. Like normally I'm like, bro, you're just trying to kill me. You don't even want me to have fun. But that one, once you
figure out the mechanics,
yeah,
they don't do a very good job telling you about the mechanics. But once you figure that mechanics, it's an
indie game.
I just randomly found one day.
Yeah. You told me about it.
It's a tactical. It's not a tactical RPG. It's a tactical shooter, but uses the same mechanics of a tactical RPG. So everybody has turns. And it's an extraction shooter, like a Tarkov.
Yeah, you literally got to go find something. Every level is go find this and extract with it.
But you can extract with like weapons and armor and like materials and stuff, and you can bring it back to your home base.
Yeah, you're basically going. It's like kind of like Aliens, right? It's kind of the unofficial backdrop to it. So you go to places where, like, oh, it's a science lab, but, the experiments clearly got out, and now they're folding in all the people. So, like, sometimes you'll see people, and it'll be, like, somebody trying to survive, and, like, but they're trying to kill you because you clearly got supplies and whatnot. Or you'll see somebody, and they're like, oh, my stomach, blah, and then they turn into something, and it starts killing you real fast. Then as you go up and down to different levels, like, you can there's a counter in your bottom corner, that Skull Project counter right there, and that the higher you let it get, like the stronger the enemies are and stuff like that.
Yeah, so the longer you stay, the worse it is. But there's ways of lowering that number as well. You can stay longer.
And the more you explore, the better chance you'll find something really, really cool. You can find because you're making clones of people, but you can find like the information to get different characters that have different starting abilities and different things that they're better at. Some are melee based, some are using like firearms and stuff. Yeah, that's what you need. You need cigarettes to lower the number. Better get solid stuff. Cigarettes are useful. As soon as you think they not, that's when you got to use them.
And it's funny because I thought I would never pick them up because I'm like, I don't need cigarettes. What do I need cigarettes for? And it's like, no, you need these.
Yeah, because the game will start to snowball on you really fast if you let that number get high.
But it's a cool little indie game, and you can download a free demo. It's like the first 3 levels or something like that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it was like I said, it was way more fun than I thought it was gonna be, and once you learn like how you're supposed to be approaching stuff and how everything kind of works, then it's like, oh yeah, this is really good. You should really not be so close to that barrel though.
No, I wouldn't.
Kind of what I was thinking.
You should be shooting that barrel.
I don't know how the game works, but even I knew.
Nothing about a drum that has a flame on it is ever something you need to be by.
No.
If Uncharted 1 taught me anything, is that those barrels are everywhere and that they are to your advantage or detriment. Even in unexplored ruins, there are exploding barrels waiting.
Well, yeah, but this comes out in October now, so it gives me some time to play Starfield, and because I definitely want to play this game because it was a lot of fun when we played the demo.
That's cool. Yeah, this week This week's going to be kind of crazy.
Yeah, we got
Tomorrow alone, for me at least.
what's tomorrow? Just Armored Core and what else?
Well, Armored Core comes out Thursday.
Okay.
But tomorrow is the Gamescom opening night live thing. But then they also moved the premiere of Star Wars Ahsoka up from Wednesday to Tuesday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. First 2 episodes.
There's so much content
And I
in that
cannot
whole
wait.
Disney Star Wars universe that
Oh
I
my
have
God.
not consumed.
Oh, my God, I cannot wait.
Oh, Immortals of Avium come out tomorrow.
That's right.
Oh, is that tomorrow? Okay.
I wonder if they're gonna do the 10-hour EA trial. If
Yeah,
they,
that-
I hope they do.
I was thinking the same thing. I actually want to try that one out.
Well, they did it with Madden, and I think that's a really good idea, especially because the Madden PC this year is actually next gen.
Really?
They are no longer not doing PC versions of Madden as the previous gen version. It's going to be the current full release, and they let you try it out on if you have EA Play or if you have Game Pass, you can try it out for 10 hours, which I feel like is smart. But they did it with Wild Hearts. They gave the pass out, and I hope they do it with this one. Because I feel like you do want to try to give people a chance to try that game because it doesn't look bad. I just know that without some risk-free incentive, it's going to be really hard to get people to.
Well, the only thing with Immortals of Avium is it a more than 10-hour game?
I mean, like you want to because you get to keep your progress and stuff if you decide to buy it.
Right, but if it's only
But
like
can-
an 8-hour
Yeah.
game and they give you 10 hours to play it, like that seems kind of dumb.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you saw the Game Pass cut their trial times. You know, you could give somebody like a week or 2 weeks of Game Pass or something like
I
that.
didn't
Yeah,
know you
14
could
days. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. They cut that just before Starfield comes out because they're like, we're not giving nobody time to finish that game and not come back and buy it. So,
Oh, you get 7 days now.
I think they cut it down to 7 days, or it might even be less than that. But yeah, but
It's only for new.
coincidentally.
It's only for brand new customers too. Like you couldn't get if you had Game Pass, I can't give you 14 days randomly. Like you
Yeah.
have to be a new account. So
Yeah, I've got freaking 6 months of Game Pass that came with my last laptop. Apparently, I just found out, but I can't apply it to my own account.
Oh, that's dumb.
It sees that I have Game Pass, and it's like, hey, you have 6 more months of Game Pass, but you can't put it on your account. Then why'd you even?
nah, you messed up. I think I got like an extra month when we got the PC, but yeah, they let me use it though. It was like
That's crap.
welcome to Windows 11. You want a month of Game Pass? We see you already have Game Pass. Would you like to extend it? But
That's what I figured it was gonna do, but this was through Asus, so apparently theirs has to be a new account.
shame.
Yeah. So
All right. So we got a lot of information for Modern Warfare 3.
Yep,
We
yep,
kind of
yep.
go over that at the moment.
yeah, I saw the trailer, but I never got a chance to look anything else.
Oh, because so the trailer was piss poor.
Yeah, they did a lot more info dumping after the trailer.
Yeah, which is so. Let me go over some of it real quick. The game will have a full campaign that picks up immediately after the story left off in Modern Warfare 2. The campaign focuses on Vladimir Markov, who was the main antagonist of the original Modern Warfare franchise. So he hasn't been in the last two, right?
I don't
This is
think
his
so.
first appearance.
Mm-hmm.
I think they brought him up at the end of it too.
Yeah, they mentioned him, and that was the thing is he's supposed to still be pulling all the strings, even with the guy we blew up in the tank who still seems to be alive.
Now, that part I saw where he was talking to everybody, that looked like Warzone, though.
I mean, this is a gameplay reveal trailer, so I'm sure it has
Yeah.
Yeah, splicing
everything.
Yeah,
But that might explain why he's alive. I don't think he's alive in the story. I think that might
Oh, you're talking about
just
the
Warzone
villain
thing.
from the last game?
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
yeah.
I just know he was an actual dick.
Oh yeah, no, he deserved getting.
Like
along
he
with
made
it.
me like they did a good job of me not liking
Oh,
him.
immediately.
He was such a prick.
Yes, he was. Yeah, he played his role really well.
There's going to be both what you expect from Call of Duty signatures, cinematic experiences, and they're going to have more open form, free form missions where you choose what you want to do, whether you want to be sneaky or loud.
Going in loud, baby.
No Russian.
So the big thing is for the multiplayer, all 16 maps that are launching with the game are going to be the recreation of the Modern Warfare 2 2009 maps.
Going back to the estate so people can hide in the bathtub.
So you're going to have high rise, sub base, estate, terminal, wasteland, Rust. Afghan, Rust, underpass, invasion, Karachi, quarry, skid row, scrapeyard, favela, and derail.
Going back to the favelas.
So, I mean, we're going to get a huge map. This is probably the biggest map list we've had in a long time in the world.
Autoplay must have been on.
I had it on loop. I don't know why it just started playing a different video.
Thought you did.
And then they're gonna have specific 3 maps made specifically for ground war mode that will be new to the.
Doesn't say yet because I don't think none of those maps are big enough for ground wars.
Talking about the Modern Warfare 2 map, the old Modern Warfare 2 maps, yeah.
And I imagine they're going to be slightly bigger, probably based on just when they bring maps over, they're not like 1-to-1 when they update them and stuff.
Yeah. And they have 12 all new 6v6 maps planned for post launch within their seasons.
They better have shipment. Nah. They're not gonna.
It's also map voting is also confirmed to be coming back.
Yeah, they're not getting me. Okay, I'm gonna play this game. I'm not getting my money yet.
So I saw somebody on Twitter saying what we kind of said. I think it was last week when we brought up the point that it's like, what if it just turns out to be kind of
a finished Modern Warfare 2
for the last game? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's what some folks are saying. It's like this is just DLC for Modern Warfare 2.
Which kind of, I mean, I don't understand why didn't they just go that route? Because
yes,
like make it a DLC patch for $50 or $60. Like it's you're getting 16 maps, a new campaign or addition to the campaign. They're adding zombies again.
Exactly.
Yeah, zombies already. Yeah.
And then all your stuff from Modern Warfare 2 carryover. Like, just call it an expansion, then people won't give you shit for saying, oh, it's supposed to be a 2-year cycle, and it's not a 2-year cycle. You guys keep going back on what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what concerns me about it. How it wasn't going to be here, then all of a sudden, hey guys, here it is.
Yep. That is the whole basis of why I'm not on board for this. Because if you would have just not did anything last year and just made this year with both the Modern Warfare 2 stuff and what this is going to be, you have one of the greatest launches ever.
Like, yeah, and calling it not even like calling it the, like I said, expansion and releasing all the original Modern Warfare 2 maps, it makes so much more sense than calling it Modern Warfare 3.
Dude, it's so confusing to be like, we putting you all this is Modern Warfare 3 where we give you all this Modern Warfare 2 content.
Maybe they feel like they can't sell an expansion at $60 or $70.
I mean, it may have been hard, game. But like we all can see what this is, though. That's the problem. Is like you're looking at it going like, yeah, but we know what this is.
Mm-hmm.
The zombies mode is going to be different than previous games. It's not going to be like the Treyarch zombie mode.
So it's not going to be like when you got to go on an adventure.
All right, it's not like a round-based thing. It's going to be more akin to it's going to be like a mashup of DMZ mode and Cold War's Outbreak mode.
Gotcha.
So you go into an open world with survival elements and you have to extract and stuff like that.
I don't know how that will be received, just because the zombie people seem to be very
dead
set on what they want from zombies.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that will be received.
And nothing is ever good enough for them.
Oh, well, nothing's ever been good enough for them.
They always want to play Black Ops 2 or whatever the first one that had zombies.
Black Ops. I mean,
Cold War. What was
Black Ops 1 had zombies, and then
did it?
Yeah, it had a whole little like. They had 2 modes for zombies. Matter of fact, they had the top down and the regular mode.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I think that every time I hear somebody want to play zombies, they want to play Battlefield or Black Ops 2.
Oh yeah, no, that's the one where they really took it up a notch with all the weirdness, but you still had the rounds and all of that.
Yeah.
But
no, what was the first game to have it? I can't remember the name of it.
World at War.
World at War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, but that one was literally just a horde.
It was just a horde mode. Yeah.
Yeah, just survive as long as you can. There wasn't nothing really super special about it. I think they had the only thing was the box where you the roulette box, but everything else was just sit in the house and shoot at zombies. I think it was just called like Nazi Zombies or something.
I think it was just called like zombie mode.
Or was it just called Zombie? I thought it was.
Yeah.
They were Nazis though.
I know my brother. That's all he used to play. I never played World at War.
Neither did I.
World at War was the first one I played consistently online. It was really fun. It just didn't have a lot of like depth to it. Like the thing about Modern Warfare was, this online mode was clearly way deeper than previous Call of Duties for the progression and all of that. World at War was like, if you played like 30 matches, you probably had like everything that you can unlock. It really didn't take too long. But it was fun, and it still had vehicles in there too, so there were certain maps that had like tanks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Wasn't really a good idea because usually like 90% of people just threw anti-tank mines around it, so as soon as you hit the gas, you died.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We used to just line the road. Just you be playing, and all of a sudden you see the thing pop up. It's like, oh, I did put that mine down there, didn't I? That's crazy. But the Modern Warfare 3 stuff, it's like they don't acknowledge that people, even though this Modern Warfare 2 sold a lot, they were not able to keep the player base anywhere near as long as they thought they were. But they're trying to do it like, oh, we put slide canceling back, and it's like, okay, maybe those people come back, but maybe they already don't care anymore. Like, I don't know. I feels like to a degree, a lot of people who played a lot of Warzone 1 and Modern Warfare 2019 and even Cold War, they kind of already like moved on. Like they tried to come back and maybe they didn't. They didn't stay.
We also got a thing. They split the player base because Warzone 2 was only for the next gen and PC.
Yep. Yeah.
And at the time of it coming out, not everybody had access. I mean, there's still people who don't. It's still, you can't just walk into a Walmart and pick up a PS5.
Nope.
You still can't do that. You have to kind of watch when. I mean, they're easier to get than they were a couple years ago, but they're still not, which is wild to me.
Yeah,
they've been out for this is gonna be third year, and you still can't just walk in and buy one.
Yeah, and Sony was talking like they knew they would have it down pat after the first year of the craziness. Yeah.
I mean, you can get a Series X now.
You can,
and I'm not shitting on Series X, but it's actually not a bad system.
Not at all.
No, not the least.
Not at all. It's actually.
I am still considering, even though I can do like 99% of all the Xbox gaming on my PC. Mm-hmm. It's like I see it sometimes, and I'm like,
yeah. I mean, that's the main reason I got it. It's because I already had Game Pass, and like some games I wanted to play on my TV instead of on my PC. So that was the main reason I got it, because I was doing stuff on Xbox One. But it was just so slow. It's like, you know, I would seriously play it on my PC. Then that night or something, I'd be plop down on my couch and I can pick the game up on Xbox One. Oh my God, this thing is taking like 4 times longer to load. It's like I'm not dealing with this. So I got the Series X, and now it's almost 1-to-1.
Yep.
So that's one good thing about it.
You know, I don't have a PC, so I have no reason to have a Series X. There are reasons to have a Series X, but I'm highly considering getting one, especially for NHL.
Ooh.
Because I forgot, the release of Madden last week reminded me that EA fucked up my PlayStation account.
Oh, yeah.
I have to have a brand new PlayStation account if I ever want to play any EA game online.
Yeah, stinky.
What?
Yeah. I don't do I went through like 2 days of talking to their customer service last year when I think it was when Madden came out.
Yeah,
last year, because I wanted, I always want to try the new Madden out, and I want last year I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try and give Ultimate Team a fair shake, because I never gave Ultimate Team a fair shake, and you have to be online, and for some reason there is a random EA account attached to my PlayStation account. And they refuse to remove it. They won't remove it. I'm like, dude, that's not even my account. I don't know how it got on there. Because I think they told me the email that was on it or something like that. I'm like, dude, that's not my email. I have no idea who that is. And they refuse to remove it from my account. So the only way I can play EA games online is if I make a completely brand new PlayStation account and attach my actual EA account to it.
Or play on Xbox.
Or play on Xbox.
Do they do crossplay stuff yet?
Depends on the game. Madden, no.
This year's Madden was the first time.
Yeah, Madden's crossplay.
Okay.
And then 2K basketball is crossplay, but only.
Wait, is Madden crossplay? I think we just misremembered that.
Yeah, is it backwards? Is it 2K and not Madden?
It's 2K, not Madden.
Yeah, it's 2K is only Xbox
Right?
Series X.
Let me check that real quick.
Yeah, it's 2K is Xbox Series X and PS5. PC version will still be the PS4, Xbox One version, so they're not included.
Interesting.
Yeah, the sports game PC situation.
It does support. This is his first year it supports crossplay.
Madden does.
Yeah.
So is PC included in that?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay,
Cool.
Yeah, the sports games not putting next gen versions on PC has been the weirdest thing, especially the last like 2 or 3 years. It's like, hey,
The first year I get.
yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you're still figuring it out.
All right, but at least last year, like, why did we not get next gen?
Because my brother bought Madden on PC, the last year's version, thinking it was like, the newer version. Because I haven't played a Madden since the week the Xbox One came out. That was the last Madden I played. And he still played it a little more recently than I did, but it's been like 5 years at least. And he asked if I wanted him to buy me a copy of it. I was like, no, because I knew the PC version is usually the
Poo-poo version.
and and he
I
found out.
just realized. I wonder if NHL will be PC.
I'm
gen.
fingers crossed. I know it's not
Since
as
Madden.
big. Yeah. If it is, we might be in business, boys.
Yeah,
Boys are back in town.
we're going back to the EA HSL or whatever the fuck it's called.
We about to get slaughtered.
I don't know. Me and Jonathan did pretty well last time.
Yeah, it's because y'all didn't have me on defense mucking it up. Okay, he's getting across the.
Darius, you're playing defense, right? Yeah. Why are you behind their net? You're not supposed to be there, bud.
I thought so. I thought the puck went over here, and then I kind of stayed over here. There's a chick in the front row. She's kind of cute, so I kind of slid off. No, that's me. That was my guy, wasn't it? Because the goalie is he's gonna get deked out of skates every time. No, it's fun. I really enjoy that version of playing hockey. Like I like playing just a normal game, but that version is some good stuff in there.
We used to love the NHL games. I remember NHL '96 was like our jam back in the day, but I still don't understand what icing is.
Puck is crossing the line. I mean, you crossing the
I've had many folks explain. I've had him explain it to me, and I still don't understand.
literally. No, that's all sides. Wait,
You can't clear the puck from your defensive zone into their defensive
there
zone.
we go. Yeah.
Without anybody touching it.
There we go.
Or not their back line.
Yeah.
But so it can't go past the goalie's net.
And that's icing.
So if I take a shot from my side of the court and it goes in, it
First
still
of all,
counts.
it's not a court.
Well, the rink, and it goes in. That's not a
fine.
penalty.
Yeah.
It
But
doesn't
if
go
it goes
behind.
past the net,
If it goes past the
It's a
net,
penalty.
it's icing. If
Yeah,
nobody touches it before it goes past the net. So from the time it touches your stick to go past the their goal line, that's icing. If it doesn't touch anything else, unless you're down a man and you're on the penalty kill, you can do that during that.
okay,
And that's
Icing.
your hockey fact of the day.
okay.
Boom, boom. We know all sporty ball stuff, except like cricket.
Even when there's not ball.
Oh, Nolan, do you know cricket?
No,
Ah,
Man, I've every time I see a cricket clip like on like YouTube Shorts or whatever, I'm so fucking confused.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, what the hell? Why are they running back and forth? What the fuck are they doing?
I don't understand how you get past the hitting phase. I don't know what happens after you hit it. Like, do you run to the base?
Oh yeah, because I see people hit it and sometimes not run, and then sometimes run.
It's like, did he get in the wrong zone? Somebody let us know in the comments. Like, how does cricket work? And
I need a full rundown.
yeah, just give a. I want the comment to be the entire rule set of how to play, how to start to finish of a cricket match. I think it's a match. I think I do know that is called a match, not a game.
sure.
Let
No
us
idea.
know. Also, them cricket games used to be constantly like on the shelf, so somebody was buying them somewhere. Like Cricket 98, Cricket 99. Like EA was just pumping them out. And I think Konami had a cricket game too.
Yeah. Wow. Must be a Europe thing.
Yeah, you know.
All right. Before we go down this rabbit hole that we've already gone down any further, Armored Core had a big
Oh yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
I don't know what you want to call it, developer
It's like a showcase.
Yeah,
where they basically showed, like, single player wise, they showed everything we already knew, but they finally showed
PvP.
multiplayer. Yeah.
Finally, after they never showed any multiplayer up until
Hey man, that's a lot of movement going on.
it's fast.
Yeah, it's pretty fast.
Like
It's
that
almost,
was
hey, might not need no Gundam. Y'all keep playing. I was gonna make you do it. Wait a minute.
Let's not go that far. But yeah.
No, I'm gonna get cooked in this. I already see that.
Oh no. It's I mean, it looks pretty cool. It kind of looks a little bare bones though, because it was
as far as the maps go.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
as far as the whole mode. I mean, the one ice map looked pretty cool with the buildings and stuff you can have. And everything. But this was just like just wide open. There's just no avoiding.
Flat.
Yeah, there's like 2 maps that I saw, and they all seem like really open.
Is this like a battle royale style? Is this every man for themselves? Or what is this?
They did 3v3 and 1v1.
Gotcha.
They did like an hour and a half of it too. So
Got the tank treads, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which of course means you get the heavier guns and the more armor.
Yep. But also, he flying around and you got tank treads.
So you can,
You can still fly with tank
around,
I mean,
right?
they ain't flying like they flying. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. So yeah, with the legs like those, with the backward knees and whatever, you can jump really high. With the quad legs, you can hover. So that's pretty good.
So with the backward knees.
Tank man is on them though.
But yeah, with the tank treads, it's all about heavy armor and heavy armament.
Phase 1, you lose. You lose, Springfield.
And that Ouroboros team, he just got whipped.
I do like seeing people put. Now, is the lime green by default, or is that because
No.
that's okay?
No.
Because they were showing where like one of the teams, I think the team that's the lime green team, they were making all of their armored cores with lime green.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's cool.
So they were color coordinating.
I don't want to stick out like that. It makes you visually making you real easy to target.
I mean, you're gonna be able to target
Yeah,
either
that's
way.
true.
There's really no like camouflage type.
But all the customization is in there, and the emblems and all of that stuff. So,
Dude, like Team Megatron over here. I'm here for it.
Yeah, you see the colors right there.
Yeah.
yeah, this map looks cool. I like this map.
Yeah, I'm ready. I mean, it's what, this Friday?
Thursday,
Thursday?
Thursday at 11.
probably.
Oh, okay.
So Friday.
Yeah.
Thursday for me. So I'm staying up to playing it no matter what.
No, you ain't. You old.
Yeah,
You going to
you
bed at
talking
6
about-
I didn't say I
o'clock.
was going to stay up for long. But I'm going to play it.
I cut it on. I did it.
That's probably exactly what's going to happen. But
This game is so awesome. All because the
Actually-
quad legs got them floating.
not enough. Yeah. So that's the good thing about the quads. You can just basically be a helicopter, just rain death from above. But it also makes you a
A lot slower in that.
kind of a easier target for ground based stuff too.
What are you schmoovin?
Yeah, nah, he out
The
here.
dude on the ground?
Mm-hmm. Did you see that some of the attacks are hitting the buildings and stuff like that? So that does help. Got the missile pods just unloading.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's funny during the actual live stream. I guess that was on Friday, right? Yeah,
Yeah. It was Friday or Saturday.
it was Friday because I remember. I mean, there was. I had a lot of stuff going on Friday, and I remember. I only found out about this like half an hour before it started, and I was still dealing with life stuff. But
Just want to watch big robots shoot at each other.
I figured they do like a couple of rounds, and that would be the end of it. They did this for like an hour and a half. even I was like, okay, that's enough. We've seen it. But
so it's just like there's no say 1v1, 3v3.
It seems like pretty much the modes.
Is it I see the numbers at the top, so is this like kills? Is this points, or what is how do we know when we win or lose? A certain amount of respawns?
It's time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Score when the time's over wins.
So apparently in the last game there was solos, 2s, 3s, and 5s.
Really?
So who knows what will be in this one? They've only shown 3s though, right?
They only show 3s and 1v1.
They didn't say that was all they had. That's what they showed.
That's what they showed.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be cool if they just do 1 through 5.
So, I mean, they might expand it eventually because it seems like multiplayer, I don't want to say was an afterthought, but it seems like they wanted to get the game out.
Yeah.
Because they didn't talk about multiplayer at all until like, the last minute, really. So I feel like it's like, that's not what this one's about, but they're already talking about the next game.
Really?
So, yeah, because they mentioned the fact that now this was in a thing that they released a few weeks ago. They mentioned the fact that you can't go into the negative cash wise anymore in this one. Thank God. So
stop dying.
But they might bring that back. They said in the next game. I'm like, why? Why would you do that?
We like punishing you. That's the only purpose of that function is to be like, I want to punish you and make you feel like there's no hope.
Yeah, because I'm still afraid there's going to be so many folks who play this game still, for some reason, expecting it to be souls with mechs.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that's not what this is. It's not what this is at all.
Yes, it is.
Get that out of your head.
It's the people who make Dark Souls. They just put robots in here.
No, it's the people that made Armored Core.
Nah, we don't know that.
Again, there's a whole gen of gamers out there who are saying why are the Dark Souls guys making this weird mech game? When I've been saying all this time, why are the Armored Core guys making those weird Souls games?
Well, I mean, Souls games had to fund the Big Mech games because the Big Mech games wasn't moving units like that.
That's 100% true. I mean, back in the day, Armored Core 1, 2, and 3 was their big thing.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Pretty much everything after 3 kind of
we
started to tank. And it wasn't the original guys that were making the game by that point. And everyone was starting to put their own spin on it. And then it's like, I thought it was understood that everybody kind of liked 2 and 3. Why would you change that?
Yeah, but then how am I supposed to leave, the mark that I can put on my portfolio? I'm going to be the guy who made the same game that they already made? Or am I going to be the guy who did the cool thing that you didn't think you was going to like, but you did? But it turns out you didn't like it. But you might have, though.
But yeah.
But you didn't. Yeah, you might have, but you didn't. So, yeah.
Either way, it's like this is one of those games that I've been crying for years, so it's like I got to play it.
Yeah, the amount of like new games that we've gotten, plus the entries into old or remakes and things like that.
Yeah,
like, we've been getting fed, man.
Yeah, again, this has just been a year of pretty much everything anybody could want.
Yeah,
you got a new Diablo for Diablo fans.
Got a new Street Fighter.
Got a new Street Fighter. Got
a new Legend of Zelda. Got a new Final Fantasy.
New Mortal Kombat.
And, and then stuff that you never thought you'd see again, a new Baldur's Gate and a new Armored Core.
Yeah.
If you told me 3 years ago that in 3 years you're going to have a new Baldur's Gate, well, I already knew about Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate is already out.
Yeah, let's go back 5 years. Yeah.
Let's take it back a little bit.
Go back a little further because I forgot Baldur's Gate already kind of existed. But yeah, if you told me 5 years ago, in 5 years you'll be playing a new Baldur's Gate and a new Armored Core, I would have been like, shut up.
Hey,
I mean, you sir are an idiot.
You're still not playing Baldur's Gate though, so
I mean,
it's there though.
It's there.
But also in that same year, they did it again.
Dude, I definitely hit loop on that time. I hate this thing. I actually hate this thing.
They
I
also
hate YouTube so much.
You also got a Final Fantasy. If you said that same time that we would be playing Final Fantasy 16 and a new Legend of Zelda the same year and a new Street Fighter and a new Diablo, it would have been like,
yeah,
what is this fantasy booking of life that you're doing right now?
All within two months. Yeah. You're
And
playing
also-
all of those within 2 months.
And also earlier that year, a Harry Potter game came out that
That
didn't
nobody
actually
remembers.
have.
That's
It didn't have any of the characters from the series in it, and still
managed
was
to be
one of the best games that was launched
Yeah.
that year.
yeah. And don't forget, they also remade RE4.
Also, there's this cool Star Wars game that comes out. It's really good, but also it's too many other games,
Yeah,
so
it's
it's
kinda
not
gets
even going to be
buried
on
in-
the list.
That's another game too. I totally forgot about. It's like, oh my
There's something
God.
else coming out next month that you won't play.
What?
The Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh yeah, you
DLC.
won't get a chance.
Oh no, I'm getting that.
Yeah, I didn't say I didn't say you weren't gonna get it. I said you ain't gonna play it.
No, I'm going to play it. No,
When you
It's-
gonna have time, bud?
It's
When
the
you
first thing
have
I'm playing
time?
after Starfield.
Starfield's gonna take you at least 6 months to beat.
But I hope not.
It's I imagine that Starfield is a bigger game than Tears of the Kingdom. And have you finished Tears of the Kingdom yet?
I finished Tears of the Kingdom.
And how long did that
185 hours.
take you?
185 hours of gameplay time and approximately 2 months of actual lifetime. So 2 more months from now, you'll play.
2 months. It's more like 3
it's
months.
Almost 3 months. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna take you. It's gonna be 2024 before you get a chance to play Cyberpunk. Because you, first of all,
No,
what
I'll
do you
make
have
time
to
for
do?
Cyberpunk.
What do you have to do when you play it? According to you, what did he say he has to
Oh,
do?
that's
He has to
right.
play the whole
I
game
have to
over
play
again.
that. I do. Yeah, I do.
Ain't
I
no-
mean, I've 100% of the game 3 times now. I can do it, and I can do that in a weekend at this point. So I'm good there.
no.
You're not gonna close your eyelids for an entire weekend.
I wish I had a new game plus, because if I can take my last two characters and insert them into the beginning of the game, I could beat that game in a day. My last 2 characters are so strong, it's ridiculous.
What you go with?
Well, my last one, she was what did I call her? I forgot. I had names for each of the kind of classes that I made, but she was she did stuff with her mind, and I could like
The
and she
Neuralink
could-
stuff?
Yeah, and I could like fry folks' brain in like a group.
Oh, you was doing that.
So it's just okay. As long as I can, it's okay. I'm peeking around the corner. Okay, there's 4 guys there, dead. All right, next, here's 6 guys here, dead. Oh wait, one of them's still alive. Okay, he's dead now. and then I'm supposed to snipe. I'm supposed to kill this one guy, but he's behind this group. Can I see him? All right, let me pull out my my tech sniper rifle here. Okay, I'm locked onto him. I'm just pointing it straight in the air and go ahead and jump in the car because that bullet's gonna. Okay, mission accomplished.
There's still so much stuff coming out too.
what else you got? Talk to us.
Assassin's Creed.
Somebody's gonna play that game. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
play it, but
But I mean,
Folks talk
no.
about it as if they're not gonna play it, but something
it's
tells
the
me that
first one
game's
they're
gonna end up-
releasing since like it's not part of the Odyssey series.
Right? Yeah, it's like
It's
the
going-
older style, which
and
is,
a lot of
which is what-
people say they want that.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they.
no,
actually do
I
want
think
it.
it's going to. I think a lot of people will play that game, and I don't think it's going to be bad. I just know with the number of games that are coming out, I'm not even going to think about trying to play it.
No,
It's
no.
just
No,
too-
yeah,
it's going to be
it's-
too much stuff for me.
It's
to play.
not
it's
that high on
definitely
my
kind of-
list.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think it'll
it's
get
going to be a big game. Still.
yeah, it is going to be a big game.
Yeah,
Obviously, Call of Duty,
Yep,
Spider-Man 2,
yep.
Spider-Man 2 still coming.
I got to play Miles Morales still, bro. I'm
the 2 Mario games coming out this year.
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom.
Detective Pikachu Returns.
That'll
Might
be
be-
for some people.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Star Ocean 2.5 or whatever 2.5 HD.
Metal Gear Solid collection.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the Metal Gear Solid collection. Yeah.
Brother, I mean, there's so much stuff. Forza,
Yeah,
new Forza.
of course, it's going back to the motorsport roots.
Yeah, so it's going to be more grounded. Yeah, man. There's
There's
just
a bunch of indie games that I got.
RoboCop.
Oh snaps!
RoboCop, is that coming out this year?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Baby Sharks Sing and Swim Party.
Oh, bro, talking about hits. Game of the year conversation getting real crowded right now.
Oh, I didn't realize the WarioWare game's coming out this year.
Oh.
The new one?
Really?
Yeah, it comes out November 3rd.
I got a handful of things coming out the end of this year.
Like a Dragon Gaiden?
Oh, that's this year.
Oh,
I
that's
thought that
this
was
year,
next
okay.
year.
No, November 9th.
Which we
Wait, is that the?
The day before?
No, I'm. Stop talking. I'm not
that
gonna,
day before.
is it a beta? What is it? Is it the full release? What is it?
No, remember it's supposed to release in November.
It's not gonna.
Probably not.
Have they not arrested that dude for money laundering yet? Like, let's just get this over with. Clearly, that's what's going on.
And I know we talked about it earlier. Cricket 24.
Cricket.
I told you, bro. It's going strong, bro. The audience is there.
Oh,
about
the
Farm Sim?
Avatar game comes out this year,
That does not come out.
Is that this year?
December 7th.
Oh,
that's
wow.
wow. Something else comes out in December. What else?
Dragon Quest for the Switch.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh, that new Dragon, that with whatchamacallit.
there might be something else bad. I don't know.
Monsters or something.
And at some point, Counter-Strike 2 is supposed to come out.
I said they did that closed beta for it, right?
Yeah.
Counter-Strike 2.
Yeah, they overhauling it. New graphics, new
Really?
more of the same. But
Really?
Oh, yeah, a lot of new mechanics and stuff like that.
Oh, interesting.
the there was some. So the Like a Dragon Gaiden, is that the one with Ichiban, or is that the one with Kiryu, the man that
Bro, I don't know any of those names.
No,
I'm gonna be
the
honest.
man
with
without the man who erased his name? That's next year, right?
I think that's the one coming out.
That's the one that's
First.
coming out. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
you. What, the Like a Dragon Gaiden?
Yeah, because there's two
Is
versions.
the man? Yeah, it's the man who erased his name.
Okay, yeah, then that's not the RPG. That's the
No.
action.
That one's next year.
That's like the regular Yakuza games.
Yeah, that the RPG one is the one that's next year. Okay. He's in America now,
Yeah, apparently.
naked. So that's gonna be cool.
Was that confirmed, America?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like unnamed U.S. town.
Yeah.
Was it? Okay.
West Coast.
We're assuming
I
just
think.
California, but like they,
San
I'm pretty sure you're not gonna spend
Andreas.
most of the game there. But
Man, just imagine that if he runs into CJ or Big Smoke or somebody.
stop,
That would be awesome.
Ichiban. All you had to do is follow the train. First and foremost, you should be super dead. Okay, why are you here? What year is this? Because they sometimes in the Yakuza games they be like, it's the year of whatever we need it to be right now.
And I mean, and there's gonna be games gonna be fucking buried. Alan Wake 2 comes out this year,
Nah,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
October 17th.
Yep.
That's a tough month to be trying to come out too.
Right around Halloween. I think it's a good time, but I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, if you aren't a big name game,
Bro,
it's gonna get buried.
it's gonna get like Alan Wake 2 might, excuse me, might survive just
Yeah.
because of the genre it's in. It's kind of by itself.
Yeah.
But then you got like Lords of the Fallen comes out a week before that. Dude, that's gonna get buried by everything.
Yes.
And it could be a good like the first one wasn't bad.
Nope,
I thought
wasn't
it was kind
terrible.
of I thought it was kind of easy for a Souls game,
Mm-hmm.
but see this there's sequels and it's just gonna get buried.
Well, like I got indie games that are scheduled like through Steam on my wish list that I'm waiting for that have like random different times throughout the year as well. It's like it's only so much time, man.
Yeah.
Like WrestleQuest is supposed to come out this month.
Some of
Is
these
it?
games,
Yeah.
I thought it got
It
pushed
got-
back again.
I thought it got pushed back.
Or
from
is
the-
this- or is
yeah,
this
it's from
when it
like
got
the
pushed back
6th to
to?
the like 25th. Or
some of
something
these
like
games that really should think about delaying until
Pushing
the
the next
beginning
year?
of next year. Even if your game's ready,
Yeah.
that. Just hold out.
yeah, because like, bro, some
know.
of this stuff it's gonna get buried.
Because I'm looking at Sea of Stars that I do want to try out, but
Oh, I'm gonna play the intro and then I'm never gonna.
that's next week, right?
That is next week.
Yeah.
Next Tuesday.
Yep.
Actually, it might be. No, it's wait.
Yeah, I think it's next week.
I think it's next
26.
Tuesday.
What day? What date is?
I'm looking. It's the 29th.
It's the 29th.
29th.
Okay,
It's
it's Tuesday.
Yep.
Yeah, it's that's gonna be what's holding me over at home until Baldur's Gate 2 because my daughter's gone now. Well, she'll be gone by then, and I'll definitely be playing some Baldur's Gate. So
Baldur's Gate is going to be my early next year
yeah,
dive into because I already know the stuff I've seen is like, yeah, I have to play with every different type of character that can be played with, and I have to play all the way through it with each one. I have to.
Good luck.
I have to see every.
Yeah,
ending.
I don't think you're gonna do that.
I did it with Cyberpunk.
Yeah, but those are different beasts.
Well, hopefully it's one of those things where I can see multiple endings with one character, so I don't have to make a new character for each
there
ending.
might be a couple choices you'll be able to do,
Yeah,
but it might be kind of hard.
because that's what I was able to do there. Is like some, depending on the choices you make, you can get like you can make a save and then go to like these different endings, but then have to go a completely different route for other ones and stuff. So
That's
I'm
stuff I'll
hoping
be
that's
trying to do.
how
If
it ends up.
Starfield is as good as I would like it to be, that's what I'm going to be trying to do.
See,
next.
Starfield, I already know I'm only going to play that once.
Yeah.
Because like every Elder Scrolls game I ever played, I put like 200-300 hours into, but it was only the one playthrough. So that's
But
why
this isn't
I'm
an Elder Scrolls game.
I'm just gonna.
Starfield game.
Well,
And aren't
But
you
that's
more
the
of a
game.
fan of sci-fi than you are of high fantasy?
Fantasy, I don't know. I like them both.
He goes back and forth.
I go back and
I
forth,
can
yeah.
understand that.
See, I'm more of a sci-fi fan.
I will have to always give the nod to sci-fi just because I feel like there's a little more that I get out of the science science aspect versus the sword and shield and magic thing.
I've always loved Sword and Shield and stuff.
Oh no, it's fan.
Ever
It's
since I was
great.
a kid,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just
Every time
And-
I go like on movie binges, it's always sci-fi based, not fantasy based.
I mean, I probably
Same with video games.
I probably sci-fi. Like if you listed out the things that I love the most in like entertainment at all, I'm sure sci-fi would probably end up being number one. But yeah, you can't beat a good.
well, it's like that's why I thought BioWare would take me into gaming for the next 20 years because they were doing both so well, and then they decided we don't really.
Well, once the two founders of BioWare left, you knew it wasn't.
Inquisition wasn't bad.
No, Inquisition
was
them
good.
finding their footing again.
Inquisition was
Dragon Age
actually
2
really
was
good.
just such a, and then I learned a lot about I listened to a lot about the development of Dragon Age 2, and that was probably EA having their hand in the
Having their hand
game.
in it, yep.
And anything of BioWare, that's where they had their hand in the most was Dragon Age 2.
Yeah.
Because they were literally like, hey, we know we were going to give you more time, but also we kind of have this window where we got nothing. It may be because we closed a bunch of studios, but let's not talk about that right now. So
Don't worry about that.
We
It's
need a
fine.
game to come out right now. We can't let it be Mass Effect because,
Because 2 just came out, and
Yeah.
we need you to convert all your stuff and put it on Frostbite for 3. And
yay.
because 2 came out under EA, but they made it before the acquisition and everything. So that's why Mass Effect 2 turned out the way it did. It was still really good with some EA stuff thrown in at the end of it.
It will take Kasumi out, and
But
drag that out a little bit.
Dragon Age 2 was all EA trying to extract as much of whatever they could get out of it and
That team-
completely messing it up.
That team told them that, hey, right now we got 6 maps, and they was like, good enough.
That
And they were
that
like,
explains
no.
a lot.
No, it's not. They were like, no, it'll be fine. It'll just
Every mission will be in the same cave.
it'll be in the bro, it's in the same cave, or it's in the church, or it's in the streets, or it's in the basement, like the jail area of the church, because the church has a jail.
Yeah.
Because
Makes sense.
yeah.
The first time I walked into that same cave again, I about threw up in my mouth.
Oh, when you finish the Plymouth quest line, and she's like, "I'll see you at my lair," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, see you in your lair. All right, cool. What's up then? It's the cave.
It's
It's the same cave." And she's just standing there in dragon form, like, "Yeah."
oh my God, so bad.
And then in the original, if you got the game day one like an idiot like me, okay, you went to the
did too.
midnight release, me and those other 7 guys, okay, you get to the part, because they keep talking about the sisterhood is coming, and Liliana's part of the sisterhood now. And I'm like, well, she was always in my party. This is going to be great. I can't wait to see Liliana, because I've literally seen like half a person from Dragon Age 1. Mm-hmm. They show a cutscene of the sisterhood walking up and Liliana coming out front, and they like, Dragon Age 2 credits. And I was like, what? Where's the rest of it? And they like, oh, some DLC is coming, and then you'll get to do that part. But it's 3 hours. That's it, and it's $15. So,
$5 an hour. It's not too bad.
bro, $5 an hour is nasty.
That game made me so mad.
Oh, yeah. But Inquisition was really good, and whatever
But Inquisition
Dreadwolf
was
is supposed to be, I'm hoping against hope
Yes.
that it's at least as good. It just has to be as good as Inquisition. It don't have to blow me away.
Play the DLC, especially the last DLC for Inquisition before going into the next one. Whenever it's coming out, I mean, they're talking about it more, but there's still no inkling as to when we're getting it. I'm guessing next year at this point. I was thinking for sure EA was going to try to push that out this year, but if they haven't talked about it yet,
I think they might have looked up and saw what Zach was saying and been like,
it's too much.
nah.
Yeah, nah.
this
You know
ain't-
what?
This ain't
Go
really.
ahead
There's no.
Take
need-
another 6 months.
Hey,
Yeah.
look, we'll release Immortals of Avium, and we'll hopefully put the advertisement rocket on his back, and hopefully it gets a good
Nah, they
response.
got FIFA just carries them.
That's
anyway.
true.
Yeah.
That is true too. This
Yeah.
FIFA just carries the shit out of them. They make so much money off of FIFA.
Hey, do you not want your favorite soccer players on your team? And
that means we get stuff like Immortals of Avium and Wild Hearts.
Yeah,
so
somebody's got to get the money from somewhere. You know, can't have Mass Effect 2
with
without
FIFA
Anthem.
making so much money and Madden making so much money. That way we can get
new stuff,
random IPs that may or may not be good. I mean, they don't all have to be hits.
I mean, let them try. You know,
I liked Wild Hearts more than Monster Hunter, so.
Yeah, I heard Wild Hearts did not do well.
It's just even when we were playing,
it's
I'm like,
one and only one in that series, unfortunately. But
also, a Tecmo Koei EA game, like we couldn't try nothing else.
I liked Wild Hearts.
I don't think it's bad.
But I don't like that genre of games, so there's that too. I was never gonna play it long term. I just don't, for whatever reason, I just don't like the Monster Hunter genre.
Me either. I bought World and I ran through the story mode and I was like, this ain't bad, but
I've tried it a couple of times.
I've tried, yeah.
I tried the original PS2 version. I was like, oh, I'm not doing this.
It's just not my cup of tea.
I tried it on the Wii. I tried shoot.
The 3DS or DS RPG that they ended up putting on like the iPhone. That wasn't bad, but it's also just a turn-based RPG.
I don't know who actually even tried Wild Hearts. I never saw anybody play it.
No, it didn't. That's what I'm saying. Like it didn't.
I don't know if they had their advertising was just terrible.
I didn't even see any sponsor
usually when people don't even try it, right. I truly believe it's a marketing problem.
No,
not a game problem.
I can tell you, I didn't even know what kind of game it was. I was confused.
Yeah, I didn't know until we tried it through the 10-hour free pass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, it could have been like the way they advertised it. It could have been a Devil May Cry like game.
Yeah,
or it could have been whatever. Like,
yeah,
when we played it, I'm like, all of this stuff that they're showing me is like I'm understanding the game now. Like, because it does, like when you first play it, it's a big whole character creation thing that you do. It's like, oh, okay, this is pretty interesting, and then the game starts and it's like, oh. Talking about, doing combos and stuff, and then you fight like regular size enemies at first. And it's like, okay, I can do this. You can hunt this sheep or whatever it is, or the colorful deer, and then it's like, no, you fight big stuff. But then also you got like the build thing was really interesting because you could basically you could create traps for the enemies, but you could also use them to like do certain moves and stuff, and like you had like a special mode, like a meter you built up, and you go into like special mode and. Depending on what weapon you had, your combos changed and stuff like that. And there's a lot of stuff going on.
Like I said, the base game itself was really good for that genre. I just don't like that genre. But if I was to like jump into that genre, that's probably the game I would choose over Monster Hunter, honestly.
Oh yeah, if I had to pick which one I had to play, I would pick Wild Hearts. Just gameplay alone, I like how it felt much better.
Yeah,
felt like my character like. In Monster Hunter, I feel like they showed me that my character should be really cool and like the weapons and stuff look really cool. And then I see a giant warhog and I have to swing at it and it's like, yeah.
You're like Captain America before he got the serum.
And then you swing twice and they're like, hey, man, you need to sit down and sharpen your weapon right now. It's like, he's looking at me, though, so I don't know if this is a good idea. Well, if you swing, it's not going to do nothing.
Why am I using this weapon if it dulls in 2 hits and I can hardly even swing it?
Please don't charge up that attack that I see you charging up. He's coming. He's coming right for us. Also, Monster Hunter fans, don't come and do the thing that you do.
No.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because y'all get real tight about your game.
Come at me. Fuck all y'all. I don't give a shit. The game is awful.
Come on now, you gonna be talking about Iceborne and A Realm Reborn or whatever else they doing?
Well, they got to be doing a part 2 now. They have to. That's got to be their next big thing, right?
The Monster Hunter team?
Monster Hunter, yeah.
I would imagine because they haven't done they don't have their next gen version. They haven't even announced like their next gen version, and I feel like
no, it's got to be Monster Hunter World 2. It has to.
That would be the only like logical thing. They're gonna be like Iceborne 2. Back in ice.
Because, I mean, the Switch game, it did really well. I think it did way better than they ever expected it to do. Mm-hmm. Even though because, it was and some folks would consider it a downgrade from World.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But it turned out everybody really enjoyed the gameplay of it, with the little rope thing where you can pull yourself, and it
the
was
Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah, and they couldn't make the stages as big, so they made them taller. So, there's a lot of up and down gameplay to take its place, which added different type of feel to the game and everything. And then they put it on PC, and a lot of folks that had the Switch version bought it again on PC because then you get the real version of it. But yeah, that I'm sure that held everybody over because I know they did the last DLC for it a while ago.
Yeah.
So Monster Hunter World 2 has got to be the next.
I would imagine, like with the fact that Monster Hunter continues to be, like you said, each of the releases were extremely successful, and in the franchise that wasn't. It was really successful in Japan, but it was always having that trouble kind of breaking through in the West.
Yeah,
and
it was always huge in Japan.
Finally with World, and I think even the 3DS one before World, they started really doing better.
It kind of chipped its way in.
Yeah. And then World, it blew up,
yeah.
like at least over here, more so to match the Japanese success.
Yeah.
And like you said, the Switch version ended up being really successful. The re-release on PC was really good. And, yeah, I mean, it's time to see what the next version is. I know, like, that team is usually left to just make their game because they haven't made anything that was bad or anything like that. Like, Monster Hunter's definitely never had the lows of pretty much every other Capcom franchise.
Yeah. Like I said, that's why I was excited to hear that he was taking over the guy that was over the Monster Hunter team. He took over the fighting game stuff. And it made me raise an eyebrow. I was like, oh, he's making the next Street Fighter. Well, he'll be, the department head over the next Street Fighter game. Mm-hmm. One thing I knew about that guy is he knew how to make a good game.
Yes.
Which I always felt like Street Fighter V, they forgot to make a good game. They made a fighting game, but they didn't make a good video game.
Well, we gave it to you in pieces. Eventually, we got something that was,
Eventually, yeah. Which doesn't work, which hopefully everybody has learned that by now. When all the biggest games of the year so far are just big, expensive, finished games.
Yeah, I think, that's probably the biggest thing is just giving a complete game the day you buy it and not having to wait for the rest of the game, which is like the thing with Modern Warfare 3. I know we've already talked about it, but the thing that scares me is that finished product, or are we going to have to wait for the rest of the game?
Yeah.
Or like they announced that 3v. One thing we didn't mention earlier is they announced that 3v3v3 mode, which is odd that they keep trying to create. Like,
talking about Call of Duty?
Yeah. Like they did Gunfight, and Gunfight was super well received, and they just refused to give it the same level of care. And instead keep trying to come up with these other modes where it's like,
why is that, I wonder?
I don't know. I feel like they're trying to find another gunfight mode that'll bring a bunch of excitement. It's like, why don't you just use gunfight?
Yeah, why don't you just keep doing gunfight?
The only thing they needed to do with gunfight, if they wanted to like add more layers to it, is the 2s, the 3s, the 4s, and that tournament mode. Like, they just kept taking that out for some reason, and people would respond really well to it, and then they'd be like, we're going to fall back on it for a little while.
Oh, speaking of tournament mode, sorry, I forgot. Street Fighter 6.
Is it actually working yet?
There's a tournament today, I think it starts. Crap, I totally forgot. I need to go look at that because I want to try them. I think it starts at like 11 p.m. our time tonight.
Talking about
like an official tournament?
Yeah, like in the actual in-game mode stuff.
Gotcha.
Like I saw the thing and it was like, hey, we're gonna try it's league based.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like rookies, and then iron to gold, and then it's platinum to diamond, and then master.
That'd be cool.
So yeah. So you can join.
You win fight money?
I don't know.
Have they figured out a way for us to get fight money?
I hope.
It's like the one currency they're like, I don't know, you might get something later.
But I think the first tournament starts tonight at 11. I hope it wasn't last night, but
it probably was.
But either way, they're doing it for a couple days, 2 or 3 days. But it's like that's the one thing in Street Fighter 6 they haven't figured out how to get the tournaments to work yet. And they did go ahead and warn in the game too. It's like, hey, this thing might break and we might have to take it down again. So
I wonder what is actually happening. That's like what piece of the information is so much that it causes them to just not be able to, because they've been talking. I mean, we never got a tournament in a beta, and that's when they were supposed to try them out.
It was the same thing. It's like a couple of folks got to try the first ones, and something would go wrong every time, and they would always bring them down.
Those first few dudes, they broke it. Whatever they did,
They gonna do Avatar tournament.
I'm sure they like to one day. That would be cool though.
They'd have to be like, hey, we got
to split it up.
Hey, we had to screen these. Hey, you got to screen all these. If we're gonna try to stream any of this, you got to screen all of these, because
definitely that.
Hey, man, we gave y'all way too much freedom.
It's like
not even the monstrosities.
It's like how did somebody take a fire hydrant and made it look like a penis? How is that possible? How?
I don't know. That seems actually kind of easy.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about that. I'm like, I mean, you got some deformities going on with it, but other than that, it's very phallic shaped.
What is that? Jonathan showed us a Napa that's like on a 500 win streak.
Oh yeah,
really?
Napa's out here doing work.
Huh.
Apparently, he has like super buffs and
yeah, he's probably got. He's
probably got like 100 hours in World Tour mode.
I need to figure that out, because I fought Avatar fights where somebody has like every perk you could possibly get under their bar. It's like, now, can I eat something in there to get those perks and then go into Avatar battle? Because I don't know how you, unless they.
I think it's clothing based.
The clothing. I just thought about it.
They have those like.
I didn't start doing
like maximum build stuff. Where they'll tell you like put this on with this.
Whatchamacallit, yeah. I didn't start doing that until like the very end of World Tour mode. So
I had the Blanca suit on for like 90% of it, but only like on the actual equipment. My outside was whatever my character looked. Yeah, because it was like I got it, and then I went and I leveled it up, and like nothing else would give me as much overall. Like any combination of like pants and shirts and all that stuff weren't really doing it until like the very end, because like it also had perks on it too that I couldn't get from anything else besides like eating stuff. Yep. And I was pulling the Steven where I was trying not to use any of my items to the end, and then I realized I had already finished the game.
My brother did the same thing. He told me how much he started to not like World Tour because it got so hard, but he never used an item. Never used an item. I don't think he even changed clothes. Like, well, good Lord, no wonder it was so hard.
In the base sweats and t-shirt, the Luke special.
It's like, no wonder it was so hard. Because when I got past the building part where you fight the stupid fridges and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, oh, you got past it? I was like, yeah. He was like, it sucked, huh? It's like, I mean, yeah, it was bad, but it wasn't that bad. I don't know what you were talking about. It's like, I kept dying. It took me days to get out of there. And I was like, I mean, I don't know. You parry and drive impact, you should be okay. But then talking to him after I finished it, I was like, yeah, I had to drink so many of these things and do this, that, and the other at one particular part. It's like actually the last fight wasn't as hard as getting to it.
Yeah, oh yeah, the fight before the last fight. Yeah. JP, that wasn't.
And he was like, and he was like drinking stuff. I was like, yeah, you know the items that give you your life back. Oh yeah, I never did any of that. I was like, what?
they literally give you permanent stat boosts.
Yes,
like all the time. You beat like when you meet the actual cast and stuff like that, and you do like half a mission for them, they give you permanent stat boosts, which really quickly starts to raise your overall ability really fast.
Really fast, yeah. You go from being, man, this is tough to, oh, I'm about to kill everybody in 2 hits.
Yep,
it's nice.
I had my little 5-hit combo I had with like Ken's normals and Marissa's Gladius, and then it was like, oh yeah, most people is dying from this. Yeah, it is fine. This is light work.
Yeah. So,
well,
yeah. As far as Gamescom, is there anything you're hoping to see there?
I guess, I mean, whatever. I want to see some sort of surprise. I know one of the things I saw that I'm interested to see, like, what else can they really show? Ed Boon said they got some sort of surprise that they're going to be showing.
Yeah.
Because I know they haven't revealed anywhere near the entire roster because we don't know who's.
Yeah, folks is talking about that. It's like, isn't the game coming out?
Yeah.
Like 3 weeks?
Yeah.
I know. We've seen a lot of the roster, though.
Well, so we don't know. They haven't officially said which ones are cameos and actual.
They have.
Well, I mean, like,
from what they've shown,
but
full
folks,
roster thing. I think folks feel like I know a lot of folks. They haven't seen their character yet.
Well, I mean,
But
it's probably not in the game, bud.
but also
I've already come to terms with it. You need to come to terms with it.
But also it feels like
maybe like eight people that they haven't shown.
Yeah, this obviously can't be the whole cast, right? Because I know the cameos are there, but
because when you look at the actual, like the beta, for example, when you look at the beta,
Yeah.
there was the 6 characters that they let you play, and you're looking around at the rest of the things, and it's like, well, let's see, Baraka, Melina, like you start naming all the people that they've named, and it's like there's still like 8, 9 people that we don't know who they are.
Yeah, I mean, we're still a month away.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
When does it come out?
19th.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that that's probably going to be one of the things that we find out, like they revealed whatever the rest of that is, which I like because I am going to really enjoy Mortal Kombat. I still don't know how much of the multiplayer I'll play, like outside of playing here, but the story mode is getting ran through really good.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see whatever that presentation is. Maybe the Ubisoft stuff, they'll show not just Assassin's Creed, which I know that'll be a big part of it. Maybe we see some more about the Division. What is it, Division Homefront or
Heartland?
Heartland. So hopefully we get to see that from them because that's the only thing I'm really hoping to see from them right now. I'm like, what does that game look like? And then whatever random stuff that I didn't know would be there, or whatever the actual surprises are.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm hoping there's surprises, but it's stuff I've seen like over the last week, kind of seeing what everybody's expecting.
And I wonder when you said Microsoft's going to have a presentation, it's like clearly, like what else? What more of Starfield can you really show?
Exactly. That's what they're saying. Yeah, it's like, are they even going to do a Starfield thing? Because it's out next week.
Yeah, and Microsoft really never showed Starfield. It was always Bethesda's.
Well, yeah,
that's true.
So
does that mean we're going to get a Gears?
Oh, hey, wait a second now.
Gears reveal?
Because it's overdue.
It is.
If anything is overdue with Microsoft, Gears is overdue. Whatever it may be.
Yeah.
That would be real. Ooh, that would be
cool. I feel like we're probably the highlight is probably going to be a walkthrough of Forza, because they've already said Fable 3 and Hellblade will not be there.
Well, we already knew Hellblade don't exist.
Apparently not.
Bro, I feel so bad for that company. I want them to just get the game out.
I think Microsoft is giving them time to make that as good as it can possibly be.
Okay.
We talked a little bit last week. Is it?
It's gonna be too late.
No. Is it a thing of like, is the game ever going to be good enough for them to release?
Yeah.
I mean, these guys, they always make good stories. They always make really good, like story-based games. Their weakness has almost always been gameplay itself. I mean, you can go back and play almost any of their games, and that's always what it is. Hey, the story's cool, but it's not jank, or it's not like bad.
Either it's repetitive or it's not as actiony.
Mediocre.
Yeah. Like the gameplay itself becomes a means to get to the story more so than like I'm really loving this part of it and I'm loving this part of it. Yeah.
But the best part of their games is always the motion capture stuff, the acting, and all of that stuff. The best gameplay that they've ever done, they didn't do. Capcom did.
What game? Hellblade?
DMC.
Oh, yeah.
Capcom actually went and put the gameplay in, and they did all the cutscenes and basically everything else. So maybe they're just trying to make sure. I'm thinking
Hellblade. I'm just gonna say Heavenly Sword as well.
Heavenly Sword, yeah.
Yeah.
No. I'm thinking they're just giving them as much time as they think they need to make this game as good as it is, because it's probably going to be their big deal game next year.
So wait, they made the first DMC?
No. The off-brand one that Capcom let them make.
The one where the guy made the Dante look like himself?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Crackhead Dante.
Yeah, is it just called DMC?
Yeah, it's
called DMC, yeah.
Is the one for the 360? It was 360?
360 and PS3.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
It's actually turned out to be a pretty good game. I don't know if you ever played it.
Yeah, I did. I played it.
Yeah.
It was.
It was different, obviously.
Yeah,
I thought the gameplay actually saved it for me because it's like I didn't care for the story that much. I mean, it was different. Like, what's his name was now instead of a demon god, he was a businessman or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And, then they end up introducing Virgil in it too. I did like the little joke earlier in the game when you end up in like a broom closet or something and the mop falls on your head and he sees himself in the mirror with the white hair. He's like, oh, this is weird. But then by the end of the game, spoiler, you get white hair. So
Yeah.
What is Oh.
What?
Huh?
I was wondering what Quantic Dream was working on.
Ooh.
They're
What are
working
they
on a
working on?
Star Wars game.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Star Wars Eclipse. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, well, no, they announced it last year, I believe. But I believe they announced it last year at the Game Awards, and they hadn't said word one about it since.
Right.
And I don't think we're going to hear word one about it until probably next year at the
Is
earliest.
it going to be a Quantic Dream style game?
I'm
or-
assuming so.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
why else would you have them make
Yeah,
a game?
that's
Yeah,
true.
because that was the one with the trailer where it was just like showing like scenes and like faces and like somebody hitting a drum or something. I recall that.
I don't remember any of that.
Yeah, I mean, because they hadn't talked about it since.
Yeah.
And then hopefully we'll see more of the Ubisoft Star Wars game too.
Yes, that is something that I'm
Wait,
hoping.
is that supposed to be early next year?
They just said 2024.
Yeah,
when
it's
they,
next
when
year.
They said the.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a window yet.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely.
That makes me. I didn't realize Quantic Dream was working. I didn't remember anything after Detroit Become Human of them working on anything.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool though.
Because there was another
Yeah,
Star
that's
Wars
gonna be
game that got
interesting.
canceled. Oh, what's her name's? Hennig.
What'd you say?
The other Star Wars game that got canceled.
Oh, 1313.
No, not that one.
It got canceled.
They did get canceled. It's the only one that matters that got canceled.
The chick from that helped make the Uncharted games. She was making it. Something.
I don't know
Hennig?
who.
I mean,
I don't know who.
Between 1313 getting canceled and KOTOR remake essentially being canceled.
Oh, I think it was that. Well, no. That was something else. No, her game was supposed to be like
That was the
adventure
lady
game.
that didn't like KOTOR.
Yeah,
that's right.
And then they hired her to make it.
which folks pointed out. And
She's like, no. I used to not like KOTOR. It's cool now.
Yeah.
I'm making the remake.
And then
Also, they took the remake from us.
Yeah.
And they don't have a developer right now.
yeah, because apparently it turns out that she's not very good at running a company.
Yeah.
It turned out. So not because she's a girl. That some folks started jumping on her immediately for.
Of course. Oh, yeah. Just being dickheads.
But yeah,
You can just be
apparently
bad
there
at
were-
your job.
apparently there were issues. But I remember because everybody was like, oh, a girl or whatever. But then some folks were putting in there too. It's like, well, wait, she posted these things years ago. She hated those games.
Nah. She retracted. You remember the whole retract? She's like, I said some stuff. I was,
now I need this check. And
clearly. I mean,
So-
if you let's say like before we leave out, let's just say name a game that you were like, this game is trash. Like just a random game.
Wait, what?
Name a game that you thought was trash. Like,
Sonic 06.
all right, Nolan, we need you to remake Sonic 06.
No.
We're gonna
Never.
hey
It's not going
a
to.
milli. You do it for $1 million easy because they're not even getting paid $1 million to make the
sorry.
game. Yeah, you better go. You think she was getting $1 million?
Oh, I don't
No.
know.
Yeah, I don't think she would. I think the company itself could have made that much, but she wasn't. But still, they get like smooth six figures. Mid.
Just to remake. I mean,
Exactly. Yeah. 6 figures to work on a video game. It just so happens to be Sonic 06. Yeah, I'll go back and I'll delete tweets and
Get a chance to fix it, I guess.
yeah, there you go. See, think about it like that. You get a chance to fix
I
it.
get a chance to fix it, and then halfway through, I realized no, this game was just trash from the start.
You just mad as Sonic and that human was about to get it on.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, that's not weird.
It's only
Not at
weird
all.
if you make it weird. But all right, that's pretty good, right? We doing about time to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all. do the spiel. I can't remember all the stuff.
You want me to do it? I never do it.
You don't do the spiel about finger blasting stuff and.
I think
Look,
Nolan usually does it.
If you're gonna hit the like button multiple times, be sure it's an odd number of times. That's all I'm gonna say.
There you go. See, that's good advice.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 9. There.
Yeah.
We're
Make
good.
sure it's highlighted when you finish. I liked it so much it doesn't count.
Yeah.
No, we need it.
Yeah, you can't satisfy it with only even amounts of clicks.
Well, like the bell icon and the subscribe button. If you hit it even number of times, you will turn it
Right.
off.
It won't be satisfied.
Yeah. We need to satisfy us.
We need satisfaction.
There you go. Yeah, just satisfaction.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Go ahead
satisfy
and-
us and, go about your day knowing that you have satisfied us.
Go ahead and watch it and then close it and watch it again.
There you go. Yeah. Run the numbers up
Go
too.
ahead and do that.
Open it in multiple browsers.
Multiple browsers.
Okay. Have the sound synced up though. I don't want you getting the third level echoes and all of that. So open up Chrome, Edge, download Firefox, download Opera.
Wow.
If you do like Linux stuff, do that, I guess. I don't know how computers work if you use Linux, but
I use what do I use? That GX shit.
what's that?
Is that Opera? It might be Opera.
Oh, I have no.
I don't know.
I used Firefox for like 15 years, and then one day extension started being weird, so I was like, "Oh, Chrome seems similar, cool." And then Microsoft got mad and was like, "You guys don't like Internet Explorer. It's time to get Edge."
They did seem to get upset.
Oh, yeah.
At some
Whenever
point.
you
It's not your default browser,
right? Every time you change the default browser, it's like, "Are you sure you want to do this? We can talk about this."
Where you going?
They get like emotional about
Don't
it.
leave us, please.
it's like because they knew most folks only open up Internet Explorer
To download Chrome.
to download Chrome. Exactly.
Why would you do that to us? Why can't you? First of all, we've sent you so many surveys. Why don't you take the surveys and tell us what you want from us so that we can give it to you? I want Chrome.
I want not Bing.
You can't have it without Bing. Okay, you have to have it.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Bing is as equivalent to Chrome and Google as anything. There's no reason that you can't find something on Bing. Now, just because the first search options are never what you would get out of Chrome doesn't mean we're not as good.
Bing actually isn't that bad.
It's annoying.
It is annoying. Yeah.
That's
But-
that's my problem with
But
it.
it's not terrible.
It's not that it's bad. It's just
I use Bing a lot to find like weird stuff that I'm trying to find. I'm usually trying to find like
You put the safe search off? Yeah.
I'm usually trying to find like game art.
I'm trying to figure out what finger blast really means.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to find like game artwork and stuff, and a lot of times I find it easier on Bing. So just saying.
Some hentai games.
Yeah, you know what it
Lord,
is.
no, I'm
Pretty cute Angels 99.
I'm too old for that now. No.
Is this an age cutoff too?
I didn't know.
For me, it was, yeah.
All right. I've gotten my feel. I've
just saying.
satiated myself. I'm
I'm-
Now he goes for the Disney porn.
yeah, there you go.
The classic movie
Jesus. Anyway,
with Cinderella.
Yeah,
and-
there we go.
aren't we trying to leave?
Now you want to
we
leave.
got a little bit more time.
Yeah, we got some time. Actually. Yeah, I know. But anyway,
right.
yeah.
Appreciate everybody hanging out with us this week, and we'll see you all next week. Peace.
Crossover combination.